So I keep getting this question. Are you really a reverend? And well, you know, of course. If I wasn't a reverend, how could I come out to coffee house and bars and read poetry? You know, something kind of bugs me a little bit. There's passages in the Gospels where people are talking to Jesus and they refer to him as rabbi. And I don't remember anyone ever asking him if he was a real rabbi. I wonder, is there paperwork he had to do? I mean, did they have school scrolls and whatnot? But what was my point? It doesn't matter because he kind of went past that anyway. And I don't know how much the paperwork is relevant anyway. You know, all those priests that, you know, molested children, I bet they had all their paperwork. I bet they went through seminary school. These guys out in Texas, you know, marrying teenage girls to middle-aged men, I bet they've got all their paperwork. They've got their paperwork. And it just got me to thinking, you know, and I kind of paraphrase Dr. King, you know, that we should judge our reverends not by the condition of their paperwork, but by the character of their, what was I saying? You know what I'm saying. Never mind. One thing I know is this. In the beginning there was only the water. And it was only there because it had found the cool from being the breath of God. And as it were the breath of God, it was full of life. And it came to pass in the following day, after a blink of God's eye, that the paramecium, the amoeba, coagulated to form a more complex organism. From this mass cooperation of one-celled life forms came tiny creatures, the worm, the jellyfish, and simple crustaceans. And lo and behold, they learned to work the DNA. They learned to rework the exoskeleton, the bones of cartilage, sinews and muscles. From this came fish and the very first sharks. Stronger bones brought the amphibian, the frog, the skink, salamander. And it came to pass that one day, a young and adventurous salamander named Enki looked again at the surface of the water, the only sky he had ever known. He was always fascinated by the way it shimmered. He wondered what lay beyond. He wondered why the ancient laws forbade him to even try to go and see beyond. He wondered if going there would bring him closer to God. So he traveled to where the mountains met the sky, defied the ancient law of the elders, put in one little web foot in front of the other. He finally broke through the surface of the water and found himself on dry land. Only he knew no words but the sensation he felt under his feet. Enki coughed the water out of his gills and became the first creature since God himself to breathe air. But his head felt light, and the heat of that Mediterranean summer was more than he was accustomed to. He had to retreat back. He decided to go back and share his discovery with his people. But instead of being greeted with an enthusiastic reception for a word of the world beyond, he was met by an angry mob, ready to string him up as a heretic salamander. Sensing their mood, Enki implored them, The crowd, not properly understanding him, lynched him without a second thought. Still, in the weeks and months that followed, this curiosity ate away at them, and when no one was looking, they went and looked for themselves. And they saw that he was right. Eventually, there were creatures that only lived on the land, and the truth that Enki had died trying to bring to his people was just a fact of life. So as you walk upon the earth and pay a visit to the sand, have a drink for Salamander Enki, the first to walk the land.